Esports,
used to play a lot of it.
to pick.
It's just
Templar
okay,
Assassin.
so we only got a couple, but that's what we kind of expected.
Yeah, he had a great game with it early.
Yep, it gives him the rush potential, works well with the lineup, double bloodlusted heroes, and also go around rush really easily. So Chaos.
Weaver.
Be the Weaver for
the
me.
carry Weaver in for faded.
So that's actually really nice versus the Bat Rider too, right? And it's not gonna have to get countered straight up by the Sven. He all would have. And it's Milan Shaker Kezu Phoenix. Okay, so that was a little bit one that I thought
Yeah,
was
that's a bit of a surprising switch around.
Yeah.
Kezu on the core Phoenix, not really. I mean, core Phoenix. What do we think of the core Phoenix?
Prioritizing levels on the Phoenix, we've seen teams do it a lot. I'm fine with this hero in either 4 role. A good hero. I used to see Pasha do it a lot in that 3 position. Really dominant. I think we actually saw recently. We saw an epicenter 3 position.
Let's see.
10
Chaos,
seconds
can they
remaining.
get one of those wins they've been desperately hunting for?
5 seconds
Going to
remaining.
shut down.
I'm more curious, like, what's Misery gonna do in this game? I guess maybe with that versus that Chen, he's really just like, okay, the bounty's good. I didn't expect the bounty because we have seen it picked. I think that might be the first bounty hunter pick.
Let's have a see. Do you think Chaos going to have enough control? They only really have the Shaker that's going to be stunning people.
They really do only have that shit.
You know, Matusho is going to hope for the roots. Everyone else is just going to be trying to run at people. Whereas on TNC, you've got the lasso, the stun from Gabby, Tim's. Feels like the sort of the early game movements, the catch, be a little lacking maybe for Chaos, but.
It's all depending on what Misery can do. Maybe
yeah.
Misery just snipes some couriers
Yeah.
and changes the whole entire game outcome. Eyes on Misery for this early games. It's Bounty Hunter. Like we said, Bounty Hunter, not picked really. If at all.
Chaos, they've had a rough run so far here in the group stage. Maybe this is the beginning of the turnaround. Maybe. And see it not. Stats. Yeah, he's got a hefty amount of games on it. 6 wins in a row as Shaker. It's always a nice one to see before you.
Chaos.
Prepare for
We get forward
battle.
here, so this has to be something that they've practiced here versus the Chen, right? If they first pick the Bounty Hunter versus
gotta
the
be,
Chen,
right?
it's got to be something
That's
that Misery
why they're picking
also
it.
likes. I know Misery really likes the hero, but it has to be something that they've played before.
Let's shake things up.
Friendly banter coming in
Just
between the
business.
Faded.
How many of you do I have to kill?
Right away, we see that Shadow Walker skilled up.
It really is a classic. It still holds up in this day and age of Dota.
30
They're scouting a lot,
seconds
right? They have
to
the bear
battle.
scouting, they have the Misery Bounty Hunters as well, so they have all the information.
Shocking.
Faded once he gets that info. Bottom, so playing against tri-lane, 'cause if they put a sentry down and they have Sven and Ogre, you're gonna just get stunned and you can die very easy. They're setting Kezu up toward top. Bottom, or the Bat Rider. Set up toward top though.
The battle begins.
Probably expect saw the Sven. They really want that Weaver versus Bat Rider.
Absolutely perfect. Misery unable to. That runaway Gabby will still be the one to pick it up.
2 for 2.
The Parmel. How much can get out of the lane against the lone?
So other thing
Very
that
strong TA.
Other thing they can do right now is the Divine Favor gets skilled, and they're going to bring the Sven bottom. So Sven has the TP saved, so he can make the move up toward top if he wants to, but now he's in the lane that he wants to be. He's lane versus the Weaver. This is not where VT Faded wants to be. Faded gonna do? He wants to be lane versus
What is he?
that
What
back.
is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Try to farm down here. It's going to be really hard for him, though. Top. He's getting pressured a lot here, though.
Good body blocks here from Milan.
Misery with the Orb of Venom. Give him the rundown. That Orb of Venom slow. Got him bloodlusted. Extra extra movement between Milan just continuing to block. He has another fissure in 1 second. This should just be a kill here on Cuckoo. About one more hit. Nope, he's actually gonna survive.
Three of Chaos unable to run him down.
Pushed him off the waves though, so which means that Kez was gonna be able to get every single one of those last hits.
Bo2, he's won a fair few games in his time on the old lone druid. It's going to be the magic that they need to carry them through this game. Chaos as well.
Nice block there by Milan.
He has still got a refraction to rely on. Pop it. Just comes up.
He's getting ready to pop the fairy fire. He's dead.
He is dead.
Not so beautiful there by Milan.
Yeah, that's your first blood. After getting that, it was an Orb of Venom kill. The Orb of Venom tick that did it. Kills that hurt.
Testing here, Weaver. Indicated he is able to get a couple last hits, but yeah, versus very tough as the Sentry was placed in the lane preemptively away when they saw him.
Damage as well, spawning down bottom. He's able to get a hold of that. Lane, there's even more in their favor.
Milan is trying to pull the wave up toward top to make sure that Kezu is getting something up there. As I see, they were pulling the side camp times here on top. Tim's will make it a little harder. Oh my god, he's hitting both of them. He's hitting both of them.
It's just running them down.
Level 2 ogre. He doesn't care. Two of you, one of me. Well, two of him, right?
Yeah.
2 heads.
2 heads are better than 2 bodies with 2 heads.
Guess so. Look at this. He just contested both of them here.
See us in the mid lane. Pretty even, Bo2. Slightly with the denies.
I think it's pretty even. But I think once the TA starts getting more points in the fraction, of course, it does become a lot easier for Armel.
So bottom lane, Gabby just continues to have the sizable lead in that favourable lane. Will struggle for the early CS. Not very reliant on melee right click of Sven.
Montu's level. When he hits level 5, maybe he can actually pose a kill threat on.
I'd be surprised if he tries,
right?
Especially if they're able to...
too far pushed up, they could close the setup.
If they sort of add in a rotation from Milan, good Fisher once more, they've definitely got a kill potential in that middle lane.
To get a couple of those.
The fact that this Sven is farm, a bit of a worry for Chaos. Gabby getting a beautiful lane to start with.
Checking both runes versus Chaos. They get a haste rune. Misery's also going to rotate to mid. They want this.
3 up on the high ground though, Armel, and the Fisher block is not the block that they want. Armel on the right side of it from his perspective, the wrong side of it from Chaos's. For now, there's going to be more attention thrown towards mid, and here's that
level
dive.
5, yeah, he's going for the dive here. Misery's here too. Misery comes out.
There's going to be a TP in from Tims. Tims keep Armel safe. Tims is going to focus towards Bo2. Armel trying to run his way away from the bear. There's another Fisher out. Armel's pulling low. They'll get the kill. They're able to get one. They can maybe try for Tims too. He's blocked up still by the remainder of that Fisher. Still pretty tanky. But Chaos, 3 heroes chasing down the Ogre. Milan doing his best to body block him off. Another route comes in. Chaos get both kills in the middle.
Bounty runes coming up now too, so the supports are probably going to reset and go look for those. But yeah, well worth it. Nice rotations coming in from the 2 of them with that pressure and the bear exactly as he hits 5. So.
Bounty.
2 exchange.
Hero lead for Chaos. The CS is going down bottom, the net worth stays pretty much even. It's 5 minutes faded, just still struggling to find anything close to the amount of farm that Gabby's getting.
Still able to get some stuff right. He's not like he's getting totally shut down when he's playing versus the Sven. Like, we thought he was just gonna switch up for the Batrider, but when you're playing versus Chen, switching problematic. Sure, he used Divine Favor right. And nice target. They forward 3 heroes. Milan here too.
Should have a good shot at this with a Fisher being lined up onto the 2 of them. Cuckoo will fall. TNC again.
This is also
losing kills to these rotations from Milan and his Shaker mid lane. The route's out, but AU's here this time to help him out. Bo2 won't be able to dive any further. Armel's safe.
Pressure on the lanes here at the start. Immediately too, they TP back toward top with the Batrider. Chaos still set up here with Milan as well as Misery.
Creep wave coming in towards their tower, though, so less vulnerable position than before.
Misery and Milan they're playing like 3 solo lanes, it seems like Chaos. And they're just having their 2 supports just literally run around the map, try to match the Chen. Make plays on the map, just mess up the idea that he has that they want.
Radiant's middle
High
tower
ground there.
is under
Here's got
attack.
Bo2 coming to help him.
Yep. Misery.
TNC unable to chase the Fisher from Milan. Once AU gets the Baron on top of him, and between the two of them, Chaos get the kill. Another one for Bo2. Now on a killing spree on his mid-lane Druid.
All right.
Seeing a lot of kills and action going the way of this Bo2 and his bear.
The bounty hunters working in the early game. It's 7 minutes in. Yeah, they've got these 5 kills. Like we said, the 3 solo lanes while run around trying to make and havoc on TNC. Bad. The one thing is that they're not putting pressure on Gabby. Right? Gabby's still free farming. Armel, even though they've killed him the 2 times, he's still able to get that catch up.
And top.
Jungle, but top. They have enough this time.
Once again, Chaos, Misery and Milan getting the work done.
Duo roaming instead.
Full spin, Bo2.
Around
Trying to poke on Tim's, but too hard to do with Armel being around and Tim's being as key of an ogre as he is early game.
It's absolutely working. And they could even look to bring Kezu into some of these aggressive plays now too. He's level 6, about to be level 7. And he's a pretty damn good here versus Armel. Versus that TA, he could look to set up Milan.
I'll put an end to his roaming.
Yeah. Emphasizing super heavily now on the rotation to be supported right now placed by TNC. 2 river wards, and now they even place like an extra kind of river. They know the way Chaos is playing, so they're just rocking off the map. We're done. An opted a sentry on these 2 locations. You're gonna see every single time we're Misery. You don't play against support bounty hunter too much anymore, but one of the old things that you some of your jungles and the bounty. So they saw the bounty walking through that bottom side there with their wards, and they're picking out their
Who knows that Gabby's low? Gabby, he's out of the bottom lane.
stack set up.
Try to stack it again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Matumba, he's got a little bit of pressure in the towers. While he knows he's just going to keep jungling, but Armel also, instead of jungling, he knows some man pressure tower, I'm going to pressure. Bloodlust. Kansas is going to be the towers. That TA.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Spot Misery into the sentry.
Radiant's bottom
away there with that
tower
auto
has
attack.
fallen.
One man clears the full tower bottom. Chaos.
A very good start for Matt.
Yeah.
But there's the same to be said for Gabby. Gabby might just very shortly.
BT Fate is also still very farm too though. 3,400 net worth when he was placed down in that bottom lane by himself. 49 last hits.
Yeah, a lot more fun than Cuckoo was able to get up top.
Yep.
With that constant pressure from Milan and Misery.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Moving down bottom.
Coin of the ring.
With that,
Radiant
it's going to be
are
too wild
scanning.
with it. It's going to be the way the focus is drawn once again from Chaos. They've managed to sweep rank some deep wards down inside the jungle of TNC.
One tower, right? That mid tier one. They've already gotten the bottom ones.
2k gold on his way to Brella. On track. Good time, and 10 minutes in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Less than a 1k lead.
Radiant
Still very
structures
close between
are
these two
fortified.
teams off the lanes.
Chaos is pressuring a lot of the towers though. I look at the other side, TNC, they're not actually able to get that same type of trade coming out.
Radiant's middle tower
To
is
get into
under
play here,
attack.
especially when Kez was there as the backup. All three cars actually showed in the mid lane. Beat on edge.
They'll get it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They're looking to play more of like a efficient farm game and then set up and look at track online.
Yes. The helper faded. Should be a pretty solid kill, and it is. It's the first track kill of the game. That's where you'll certainly start to see that gold lead grow. If Chaos can keep these
Dire's
sort of
middle
kills
tower
up.
is under attack.
Only 40 bonus.
Dire's top tower
You get
is
the
under
big stuff.
attack.
Misery gets.
He's the happy. Yeah, Gabby.
Dire's
The
structures
farm
are
is
fortified.
face minus level 10
Dire's top
for
tower
that
is under
beautiful
attack.
BKB burst. So ability with that Phoenix egg, you can take it.
Yeah, you know, what the early levels of the BKBs gets bloodlusted, he's going to be able to reliably take down the egg. Very hard for Kezi to properly commit to fights when the Sven turns around.
Very solid start though for Chaos, that is for sure. Having a decent amount of map control here
Dire's
coming
middle
into
tower
this. There's
is
lots of
under
wards
attack.
coming out from TNC, but TNC looking, they're like, okay, you did good in the lanes. We're just TA hitting Ancients, Sven hitting it. Well,
The draft has definitely worked out with regards to lane. That's have the edge with those movements of Misery and Milan. It's just a question of whether it's going to hold up as the game goes on.
and they keep that pace going. Men very close to that relic. The Veil already finished up on Kendra, like I was saying, BT faded. He's also having good pace. But yeah, they're farming on their 3 cores. Side of TNC, they're only farming on 2 of them. Not really able to find too much in this game. But a lot of trouble.
He hunted. He paused right
Radiant's
out of any
bottom
lane that he
tower
dare
is
show his
under
face
attack.
in. This bottom tier 2, with Buku pushed away,
Radiant
Chaos
structures are fortified.
move on, and again keeping this tempo very fast. This is 13
Radiant's
minutes
bottom
in.
tower is under
I
attack.
mean, there is really like no wave clear. There's no ways to like take the creep wave off of the tower and kill them pretty quick on the side of TNC. It's going to only show up doing that. It's not like a mean
Hit. Tower has fallen. He's got the last, so there'll be a team coming in from Gabby. Gets the stun off, but already the Shikuchi's out. He still dies into the cleave. Matsu goes for the TP out. He's not going to make it. Stun from Tim's. Holds it back.
Okay, and Gabby shows up, and now maybe he just switches back to the Echo Saber because of that. Yep, he already had the Oblivion stuff actually bought. He's already got the Echo Saber. So
He's going to be able to get the items out thick and fast now.
yeah, BT faded. He actually
Radiant's
used
top
the
tower
time
is
lapse when
under
they were tanking the
attack.
tower and pushing. So
Have
he
it.
didn't have it.
Did not have it.
He's get cleaved down by Gabby, and that's yeah. You may not defend your tower, but at least you get some kills afterwards. They don't have wave clear, but they have ways to fight. Big swing there as they push that lead down. Less than 1K. Minute or so bounty runs will be.
What's the build going to be for Kezi? Veil into Sheets.
Classic.
Do his best. It's very hard for Sven and TA to fight when they don't have BKBs popped.
Yeah, the Veil is nice always for us too. It's like with your abilities it's really nice, but also that provides him some armor. So he's not just gonna get burst by like a single ability. Now it's gonna help him a little bit versus that Sven team. He's not inside of him.
He's getting a lot of space, so he'll be able to hit 12 pretty quick. Extra hits on the egg.
And they're gonna have radiance, they're gonna have ways to protect the egg. Timing that comes out for Chaos. Radiance also buffing up the Veil also buffing up that
So Relic is done.
Oh, they thought it was real. It was just killed the bounty runner.
Two.
The other one got killed.
Oh yeah.
And Kuka's illusion killed.
Bit of a slow game. 3
It's
for 7.
3 to 7.
15 minutes in. Everyone's kind of hitting creeps, taking towers. People are looking to respond.
TNC playing more of the farm game,
Yeah,
while Chaos looking to be
TNC's
more of the pressure.
TNC's happy to do that. They know that Gabby is sailing ahead in farm. He's obviously playing that bit of a danger game against Matsu Low Druid, who is going to have a good Radiance timing.
Dire's
very
middle
far.
tower is under attack.
2400 gold toward
Yeah.
that Shiva's. Not quite level 12 still.
Chaos
Tower's dropping very quick.
They're getting away with all these towers. Chaos.
Radiant's
Not
top
being
tower
contested.
has fallen.
Of course. NC only been able to take the one so far mid lane. 55 to 45 though. Dota Plus, I guess, maybe recent games. I don't know how it works. Maybe it does, but favoring TNC still in this at this moment. And I guess it makes sense. Gabby is very farmed on the Sven, and as soon as he gets that BKB out on top of the Echo, going to be when the fights that Chaos are, you would imagine, going to look for, going to become very difficult. This Sven
Dire's
has
middle
every
tower
opportunity to
is
just
under
clean
attack.
up all of the zeros with BKB and Godstring.
Tough for them to actually bring it. Maybe what it's looking at. Dota Plus also looks at, I think, also a tower advantage as well, where right now you see Chaos, they have like a 4 tower advantage, which I thought they'd maybe have.
Yeah, I thought that was Dota Plus was favorite because of that, but
it edges TNC, they still have all this deep port vision that they have placed as the map, so they have tons of information. They are actually just watching Chaos around, so when they have these type of deep ports, they know that they can play what they want to play, which is the farm.
there it is. There it's done. The Radiance.
Smoke timing. Look out. Nope, they're gonna wait a little bit. Milan is 50 gold per blink. They're that big. Nice, like
Dire's
everything's
top
timing
tower
together.
is under
Things
attack.
coming together for Chaos. Let's
Yeah.
see how they can have an impact with it. Bottom lane, Tim's being dove.
That word here.
God keeps him alive. And there's the smoke.
Yep, it is under a ward though.
They sort
No,
of
it
no,
was
they
not.
headed
They
into
hit-
the
they hit-
fog
okay, they actually
as
hit
they
the-
before they went
Dire's
into
top
it. So
That's what I
is
thought.
under attack.
there was some pinging coming out on the area. We'll see how TNC do prepare for this. He will show himself. Armel's going to know
Dire's top
that
tower
something's
is
up now.
under
He's been
attack.
tracked.
They
Things
drew
are
the
out.
line. That's why I was thinking, like, if they drew the line from
Radiant
exactly where the
are
jungle position, they had to have expected it.
Well, I guess it's because they have a ward in the jungle, and they also have
saw
a ward.
nobody else.
They also have a
Radiant's
ward in the
top
triangle,
tower is
right?
under
So they saw
attack.
people go into the mid lane and then not come
Radiant's
back out.
structures
So
are fortified.
they're going to assume that something sneaky's going on. And indeed they did. The TNC, they'll back themselves away. They won't be caught out by that movement, but Chaos can set up to get back on to taking objectives, pushing down on this top lane.
Yeah, it's still a great smoke rotation because Chaos, like we said, they've got these like triple timings coming. They've got the Phoenix level 12, they've got the Radiance, and they've got the
Radiant's
Radiance.
top tower
BKB is now
under
done on
attack.
Gabby. Gabby's ready to fight. They look to just let these tier 2s go. They're being very particular about when they want to fight
Radiant's
TNC.
top
They
tower
don't want
is
to
full.
try and fight around the tier 2s. They're letting another tier 2 fall.
Scared? They're really just scared to fight into the Phoenix as well, too, right? Just a lot of magic damage coming on. They don't have the best ways to do. Got the Sven with the BKB in the right. Hit that egg.
I was seeing on Armel's line.
He's actually rushing the BKB because of that egg, I'd imagine. As well as that, of course, he wants to speak with the magic community. This rate. It's Kezu. He's moving up. They do see this. They have that trap with Kezu. Very confident as he walks forward because he has a plate mail as well as the veil.
Gabby.
The bear.
Got the poke at the bear. Walking around the shrine. Will be feared back. He's rooted. He's stunned.
Gabby.
Gabby's falling low.
He's
The
getting
chain
control.
slips there. Milan's got the control. Gets the top of the BKB though. The shrine. He's ready to turn. They turn towards the egg. The egg's out. They'll kill it. Gabby does fall. It's a 1-for-1. Now Chaos make the run for Armel. Armel. He's been tracked. Mats is on top of him. Lasso on the side. Controlling Faded. But Faded can turn. Look towards Cuckoo. Milan. He's back in. He's on top of Armel. Armel's rooted. Surrounded. He'll fall too. Chaos get the 2 of them. And they're not done yet. They're diving past the tier 2 tower. They're on top of Tim's with the track. They won't go to the tier 3. They'll certainly be happy with that outcome. Sure. Phoenix dies, the egg's taken out, but they lose both Gabby and Armel. Another tier 2, Chaos keeping the game in their
Radiant's
favor.
middle
Yeah,
tower
they get
is
2
fallen.
track kills, they back up, they collect 3 of the bounty runes as well. I mean, Chaos is doing it right now, for sure. Gabby, unable to get that BKB initially, he gets comboed down to a very low
Super low.
percent before he's able to actually turn with that BKB and Shrine to kill the egg. Chaos. Positioned nicely around that one.
Sid again here, looked supposed to be the potential for maybe a turnaround, but he's having to use that BKB duration to just hit the egg. The rest of the team are able to go ham, we have to pop back into the game as Chaos. And poking at TNC, that TNC did come straight back out to that area trying to get some wall control. Chaos is still hovering around this area of the map, keeping TNC into the base, 9-4. Definitely one of the slowest games that we've seen in terms of kills, but it's absolutely working out for Chaos's lineup so far.
Yeah, I mean, the TNC is just kind of playing the farm game like we were mentioning. They're still playing that one here. They buy the Ogre minus as well. And that BKB, very vulnerable to dying without it, as we saw in that last one. He just gets chased out, even though they commit forward and kill the egg. Yeah, catch. TA is now into the Roche pit. Chaos go.
He's got finish on Kezu. TNC, they are going to contest this. They're smoked up. Heading towards the pick. Cuckoo's just picked up the Blink Dagger.
Okay, they've got a way to actually start the fight this time around. Chaos, they can get prepared for
Jump. They're going to start looking more fading. Gabby was in with the BKB. A great position from Kezu, though. He's on the high ground. The egg. Is it going to be successful? Cuckoo's up. They can't kill it. It's in hard. The egg's out. It's a bomb. Matches onto Tims. The Anagon heel comes through. They'll lose Tims. Chaos themselves also pretty well. They didn't lose Faded. They've got 2 kills in return, Chaos. There'll be a buyback from Tims. Cuckoo's dead for 40. Armel tries with the bear, but Matu brings him back just in time to keep the bear alive.
That was beautiful positioning there by Kezu.
Straight up to the cliff, and they couldn't quite get him in time.
Could have been a bit
so
scary.
Close.
Yeah, if he didn't get that egg in that position there too, it could have been a bit scary. I think the fissure as well from Milan kind of guarded it too, in a way too, for the rest of the team from TNC not able to hit that one there. Because if they don't get that egg there, Gabby was starting to go pretty ham. He was getting all these right clicks out. He got the focus fire onto VT Faded. He was starting to turn it onto the Lone Druid, but yeah, great positioning by Kezu. They don't finish off the Roche.
Still holding on to Chaos.
Yeah, I didn't get to see if it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trap. Don't have egg. 3 seconds. No last open signal there on the side of TNC. They do have a BKB now on Armel. He's gonna feel a lot safer to come forward. No God strength for 30.
Spawning out the situation. Gabby's gonna jump in. He's gonna block the BKB, so's Armel, but the Fizz is gonna block them off away from Matu. They can't reach Matu. Milan providing the wall of safety, stopping TNC from getting the kill that they tried to commit for with those BKBs. They won't get it.
That was literally the most perfect fissure I've seen for quite a long time.
That mid lane.
Out perfectly as Tims.
The track's out, the chase is on, Tims is dead. Chaos forcing TNC back away from the pit, despite TNC being the ones that are trying to interrupt this Roshan attempt.
And that has been a Tims buyback. They have a Bat Rider last one, they also have God Strength now, but the BKBs are down.
Supernova's available again for Kezu.
Snatch here. Definitely gonna want to try.
He's eyeing it up somewhere, being used to try and stop it. He's gonna jump in with the Fizz there in time. It will send him back to the egg as well, just in case there was further jump in. Won't be the case, but it does the job.
This is a big timing here for Kezu. They've not only just gotten the Aegis for themselves, but denying it away from a TA. We talk about that all the time, how important it is. Yeah, they're starting to be in some problems. Phoenix, Kezu, healing up the bear. Chaos all grouped up. They're looking to pressure here in this mid lane. Still a God Strength available. They have the BKB available for Gabby now too. Well, there's Armel.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Third life with the time lapse to be 4 as well, so it's a hard target to go on. Hold back for now, Chaos. Don't make any sort of brash moves.
Not with the rest of the reviews. They were just trying to get some chip damage on the tank. Still positioned aggressively here. TNC in the fight though, they've got the links.
Strips in, gonna jump with the Lasto. Gabby is focusing down Matumba. They have the stone control. The Sunray is healing up a little bit. Matu will finally die. TNC get the kill.
Chasing out the Phoenix as well as the Earthshaker. He has his BKB.
Misery does show there as he goes for the poke. Gabby will run him down, stuns out. Misery's gonna pay the price for showing his face. Double kill for Gabby.
And straight to bounty runes as the nighttime hits. We'll run to those as the cast will be 3. Their Lone Druid. Quick identification there by TNC. There again, Lone Druid does the range, the Aegis, so quickly commit forward on him when they need to fit in. Yeah. Defensively, catch available. They still can focus fire pretty easily from the side of TNC. That physical damage they do have after the lasso is there. Durations 8 seconds, I believe. 6 seconds on Sven, 9 on the TA. Mel.
Radiant are scanning.
Fisher.
Getting slowed, trapped with the Sunray. It's burning him.
Getting shredded by the damage output from this Phoenix.
No, and Tim's 42 seconds dead. 42 seconds with the Midas.
Get that multi-cast to make up for that one. Abby.
Misery walks into the vision here.
They've got the Fisher to back him up, and that's going to keep him safe.
He's stuck. He's stuck because of this Fisher. They actually have to cut the tree with the fire. Right?
Gabby has to BKB and run away.
They actually have to pop the hand of God. Kenzu forward. Vegas going in.
They're going to get Cuckoo. They're just diving into the base. Forcing TNC back, and Chaos, they've got the space to put the pressure onto the tier 3 tower.
And the DD, he's just chipping down the tower. They're probably...
Radiant's middle tower is
They're gonna look for the racks. Cuckoo is up, but they know BKB's still down for Gabby.
Very hard for him to fight. Threat of the Phoenix Ult is there. They do get the grab. On the Weaver, they drag it back underneath the tier 4. The stuns are out. They'll take it down once. He's got the Aegis, and he also has the time left. The melee directs will be taken faded. Shikuching away. He's going to be able to get out of there underneath the safety of the sun.
Great defensive back there by Kenzu. Protect themselves for their retreat. Gabby, he wants to keep it going. It's going to be Misery. The BKB's still on cooldown, 12 seconds for him.
Tims find the stun onto Faded. They do find the stun onto the bear. It will be 300 gold they clean up. Armel having to put the BKB as he looks towards Faded. There'll be a buyback from Misery. So he wants to come and help the team back out. Armel goes for the BKB team to get out of there. Back to safety. Milan jumps in, but off on the angle. Gabby! Oh, it's a beautiful stun. With the drop ring. Gabby! He's not done yet. He's running towards Kenzu. He's chasing him down with the wall grind. Kenzu's dead too.
Oh my god, now Faded, he's getting cut up. The multicast.
And TNC out of nowhere just pop off and shut Chaos down.
Oh my, was that... It was a crit into a regular hit, into another crit coming out from Gabby. He got two 1K crits there on the bear, as well as with the splash cleave up to the back. Oh man. He got Milan as well as Matumba with that stun there. Look at the damage, 7,000 in that 60 seconds.
And now it's their turn to push down the lane.
Uh-oh.
Push up towards the base of Chaos.
They didn't get to retreat fully. They used the egg to try to secure themselves in that retreat, but then TNC just relentlessly chasing them forward. Gabby coming in so clutch there for his team.
He saw an opportunity. He gets the perfect angle.
Dire's middle tower is under
Now he has a
attack.
full data list instead of just that small crit. We saw how much damage he was able to do there. We're gonna watch this one here.
We'll see this whole retreat that at this point it looks like a dream, but Gabby so quick with the jump. Pokes on Misery. The rest of Chaos still sort of sitting around. At this point, you got to say, get out of there.
Watch the right side here. Matumba Man and Milan.
Because Armel jumps in and it's sort of a bait. Chaos is still hanging around because they're like, hang on, Armel's overextended. But hang on, surprise, Gabby comes in. The wraparound's perfect. And Gabby just sees the opportunity of a lifetime to just turn this game around.
Patience
and he
from
takes
Gabby,
it.
right? Patience is sitting there waiting for his BKB to come up, pops the BKB, blinks forward, perfect two-man connection stun, and he's able to turn it entirely. Maybe even turn the entire game for his team as, let's see, it was a 6,500 gold lead. It's down to 0. It's actually in favor of and the experience was always actually in favor of TNC because they were playing that farm game.
TNC are feeling the fire right now. If they're ready to hunt for more of the dust, it's going to be pop. Faded's out of range. TNC holding the high ground.
Gabby is very terrifying right now. Bloodlust and Sven with this dataless.
Bugs are out. Looking forward. He's going to pay for that. The lasso's there, Gabby. Waiting for the angle. Going to jump in. He's looking for the backlines. Making sure Milan can't get into the fight commit. Now he turns towards the egg. Tim's coming across as well. Armel. He's up for the hits on the egg. Can they take it over? They can. Gabby gets the double kill. Turns over towards Misery. Now looks back towards Faded. Faded going in on the stairs with a Shukuchi. They'll lose the Ogre. But Gabby, he kills off a third. He's able to find Misery. Get the triple kill into the trees. Out he goes. Gabby escapes. As Gabby continues to carry TNC back towards the lead of this game. They'll lose Cuckoo, but the power of this Sven is just continuing to grow.
He keeps finding the perfect target. He jumps out to Milan. Kenzu actually did the clutch play there with the Aghanims that he just picked up, picks him up into that egg, but it doesn't matter. He's actually not able to save it there as they both double commit onto the egg and actually bring it down. Gabby. And then he actually gets a crit. I saw Misery show himself for a second. He gets one-shotted by the dataless.
I thought Misery was out of there.
Didn't
And then suddenly he's dead.
It was a one-shot.
And look at this play. Gabby doesn't follow in here. He waits until he sees the Fisher and goes straight for the Shaker. Perfect target prioritization from this Sven.
Gabby really putting the team on his back right now. Now they also know that there is a egg Phoenix as well they have to be watching out for, and is in level. Well, that egg, it's all there. 11 hits. They do have that way that they are buffed up, right? It's not just that they have BKBs, they have the Bloodlust.
Radiant
Bloodlust, that egg is really a bit of that X factor. I saw him mousing over and I was like, uh-oh.
Gotta be careful, Chaos. They did have the lead at the start. The first sort of 25 minutes, they have got to mid-racks. These last few fights have been very scary. Gabby Sven coming into his element. 10-1 and 4. On the way to AC and well on the way to level 25.
I mean, he's really packing a punch. Cuckoo is pretty still under farm still. He's 1-8 and 11. He's really the sacrificial
But
lamb
he's
for
getting
his
the
team.
job done, right?
But
He
he's
just needs to
getting the job
blink
done.
and lasso. Doesn't matter if he dies. Just all about the initiation.
Radiant's
Damage,
top
you leave that up to
shrine is under
Gabby.
attack.
And Armel, both with their Daedalus' or Data Light.
Radiant's top
Hitting so
shrine
hard,
has fallen.
He's probably gonna get overtaken. Your Tims is actually level 18. Quite often. They need a 4-step though for Cuckoo. I know they have one on Tims. Use that the Bat Rider, but we see the situations. The lasso is still pretty difficult. They have a Yule Scepter. Been Chaos quite a while. Come on. It's really hard for him to actually just blink. It's gonna get minus of Tim. Buff up. They're camping themselves up on the high ground here.
Dire are scanning.
Farm the smoke, Tims. He's on the front line. So they're going to spot the Ogre. Traps off to the Matu there. He did his hunting. Fine.
There's Sven. Track the one. What is he able to use it?
Radiant's bottom
Push
tower
in. They
is under
might
attack.
have the creeps. Look at that.
Trying to protect himself as he could go faster as well. Jam it, so he's himself safe.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Two-man stun straight away. Looking for the opening for the Ghost Step. Keith Faded safe. Lasso onto Faded with the BKB. Time lapse. Keith Faded back up to full. They'll now turn towards Gabby. Focusing the Sven. Kenji's in with the ult. They've just got to get out of it. TNC Armel won't be able to escape. Tims as well. An isolator for the rest of the team is Chaos. And back to taking the fights in their favor. They get both the two of them. Jump ball from that. He tries for more. Gabby's able to turn though and kill Milan off. BT Faded and Kenzu unable to get on top of them in time. But dive force. Gabby's deep back to base. Stuns out. Onto Faded underneath the tower. Will back away. Milan did try and see if he could fish for more kills for the team, but kept giving away his life.
Yeah. Matu able to disengage pretty nicely that Ghost Scepter. And the BKBs, like we mentioned, they're low. Gabby, he's used it every single time, so that 5-second BKB is not actually going to get a kill during it. Yes, to start running away. And Armel is caught in a rough place immediately as soon as that egg goes down.
Should be a quick rush for Chaos with a man down on TNC. Unlikely for them to be able to get here in time. Contest, they are heading over the 4 of them.
BKB's up in 5 seconds.
Maybe if they're quick with this movement, Gabby, he's just picked up a full AC. If he gets in the pit right now, they've got to be quick on this. Cuckoo in position. Firefly ready to go. Knocked in with the flame break. BT Faded is focusing down. Roshan Matthews pushing the rest of TNC away from the Roshan. So Chaos will be able to get that Aegis and cheese.
They broke the blink daggers there just constantly from Kezu jumping in forward with the Shivas as well as a Shuriken toss bouncing between the tracks. They were able to stop those blink to jump in. It looked like TNC was maybe a little bit hesitant because they just spent all their gold on the Sven. They didn't have God's Strength available and Armel was still not alive. So they were kind of doubting if they should. Chaos. This one here, 3k gold lead. It's not the
They'll get
biggest
that lead back.
They get their Aegis and they get the cheese. Spot here with their dual core with the blink dagger. Top again.
slow the siege.
More actually.
Destroyed. They do pop the fortification, keep it alive there a little longer. Gabby, now to the bear and Faded doesn't want to commit. Faded having that BKB and A just makes him a tricky target.
Right, Chaos. Getting up that range track slowly first. Finally makes it back. Team's bases, his TP goes on cooldown for quite some time.
Grab the Shikuchi, he'll be able to get himself away. He did.
Need to be tracked up on the back better now. Exactly where the blue position.
Do want to stick around in Chaos to try and force that melee racks. They're going to go up again. Armout's on the front, starts to hit into Faded. Faded pops the time lapse, pushes out. To Armout, no further commitment as of yet from Chaos. They'll start to move in with the bear. The bear actually bringing Armout down very low. Has to put the BKB. Gabby. Gabby's into the back line. Goes to the Key's mouth is safe. Return for Fiji. Faded still keeping that Aegis safe for now. They'll have the lasso onto Misery instead, as Misery will be the one to fall. Everyone else from Chaos gets out, and the Aegis is still protected. They can still go for another push for it. Faded, we'll see if they want to wait until Misery's back in, as they do still have a fair bit of time to work with the Aegis. No need to hurry for Chaos.
They have the lanes pushing in, so still kind of chill in this area here for some time being. Their last bear for 85 seconds. Watch out for that one there, just far forward. But it now has a BKB. Bear BKB also.
Well, was ready and hiding in the shadows. They'll quickly time that's Faded. Faded forced in. Straight away has to put the BKB. Looks to beat back on both Farmel and Tims. The remainder of that BKB duration wants to finish up the racks, and he'll get it. The melee racks fall and Faded is out of there. The bear left behind. The bear will die.
They know they have no bear right now. They're going to come in forward here.
He's chasing. Jump forward. Faded's still incredibly low. Get himself away, and Kezu with that sun ray stops any further jump coming out from TNC. So Chaos, they get the racks, they get out of there, and they don't even lose the Aegis. They've still got it ready to go for another push.
Chaos very disciplined there with those pushes. TNC also not wanting to commit forward too far, even though they know that there was no bear. They didn't want to actually chase forward, they didn't have God strength for that lasso. So they've drawn the line to try to catch some people bottom. Since they have top lane already pushed, Chaos has already pushed top as well as that mid lane. TNC's probably assuming, hey, Chaos is going to group up down bottom. Let's just bring a fight to them immediately and try to catch them off guard. If they're grouping up to do so, it's still going to be into the Aegis in a minute or so. But they're trying to catch Chaos off guard down here.
You're going to expect this Chaos.
There's a scan. It does clip them.
Smoke out of the base.
The scan does clip. Chaos knows this is coming.
Off the dust. They get the lasso off straight away. They try and focus down on the Weaver. Weaver all for once. That's the Aegis gone. Gabby keeps itself to the edge, and they'll get themselves away from the sun. The Supernova won't do anything apart from push TNC away.
They didn't have to. They committed the BKB from EA, but not the BKB from Sven. So Gabby still has his both available, as well as God's Strength. High ground. They're able to at least clear the Aegis. Getting reclaimed in about 30 more seconds. Chaos off guard.
So we'll see if TNC able to scout that one out. Oh man, Gabby could have a bit of his field day with that, and there it is, it's spotted. They'll want to grab that in the last 10 seconds before it goes. Maybe even hang around, see if they get another power rune on top of it.
DD haste. Pretty nice for Gabby.
See,
There's
no way he gets
under attack.
There's no way.
Oh, it's an arcade. It's 40-minute mark.
That's
so
still pretty good.
It was a pretty high chance of actually being one of those.
That's true.
Right? You
But that's a pretty good one to get. Okay, if they can get a God Strength for BKB usage out of this, Gabby.
They have a smoke available for themselves. So they're immediately going to smoke to get something. Top is kind of pushing out, mid is pushing out a little bit as well. They have traps set up in the lanes. They have their double siege wave actually pushing out right now too. Can they actually catch anything to wrap around? Arcane DD Sven. Big wrap
Chaos
around.
have got to do their best to try and avoid a fight right now.
They're looking for the full wrap. They're actually expecting Chaos over here on the high ground.
They're going to miss them entirely.
Yep.
Faded. To tank up even more. A full Satanic on this Weaver. Satanic Scotty BKB Faded is not an easy kill.
Not. They still have a lot of damage though. And even if he gets lassoed and the lasso ends, they have to watch out also for the nullifier. There is a nullifier on the T. Nullifier is not allowing them to get the BKB up.
Is under attack.
There's the force to the side, faded to put the BKB in the timeline. Now Gabby's sort of trapped out by the Fisher. Will have to take the long walk round, get back up to the high ground, but that is the God Strength used. Matu gets some damage onto the melee racks. Chaos reset. They know that both BKB and God Strength is down for a good minute or so.
Wait for that God Strength. BKB, also important, but God Strength is a big amount of the damage that TNC does have right now. They're going to force this issue.
Stars are coming out onto the Weaver.
BKB Bear, he's really trying to force it in here. If they force a whip right now, there is also backdoor protection kicking in for a second. Bottom wave, though, is starting to move in.
Pull back off once more. Gabby, did he just... He must have, right? I think he just bought a refresher orb, used it.
Yep.
And sold
That's
it.
what it looks like.
But he did sell it. So that's a bit of effect on him down the drain, right? Unless I'm crazy, right? That's what he's done.
Yeah, you need to use God Strength.
Okay. Why would he sell it?
I didn't see him actually do it.
I mean, he must have. That's it. They didn't have a. They've not killed Rose 3 times.
No,
have
no,
they?
no.
No.
Yep,
They're gonna grab it. There's gonna be the egg straight out there. She's gonna let it turn towards the end with the beat. Oh, they got it. They get the egg. It's a double kill for AU out of all the people on the team. The Chad coming in, egg taking the last hits on both of those.
He actually gets the blink off. Is he gonna do it? Oh, he's not.
He's well, the chase of misery will be saved by the bare feedback.
They did not expect that. That was the refresher play right there coming into play from Gabby.
They didn't. The 700 IQ is Gabby. He's trying for more.
Yeah, hey, like you said, him giving the lap hit on that egg there.
That did it.
Looks kind of funny. He gets the double kill, but it happens to Namatumba. He's getting chased out by the rest of them. He is feel this game from here. He does not have a TP either.
They've got him as well.
And that's a
Look
jam
at that.
hitting the deck. So they're going to move that jam up as well for themselves.
I mean, I think why Gabby bought the refresh and then sold it was because he wanted to make sure he had buyback as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he had about 5,700 gold.
And then that put him at like 4,800.
Used it for that play,
That makes sense.
or for the preparation of that play, and yeah, wanted to sell it just to make sure that he was going to be able to get back in case he doesn't actually get the chance to use the refresh BKB. And gosh, see, we got you covered. We're professional casters, ladies.
Next level.
And you know, he's a Sven at this point. He knows he's farming up so much gold. He can afford to sort of make that, not necessarily a risky play, but a play that yeah, you can certainly argue was.
Absolutely. That was. I mean, could have been a game-winning play here again from Gabby. This he's been really bringing the team on his back, like you
He's
said.
been putting all the work into this match.
11-1. Well, still he's not even one time in this game. Not trying to force forward his comeback, not buying back. He does not have the gold for it.
Dire's middle
We'll get the tower.
has fallen.
That one. I think starting with Shrine.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Lead now. Chaos.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Be a little worried.
Yeah, you started to pick up these. He's finally had some time to be able to pick up Cloak Horse for his team, these Centaur Coursers. And also level 20, so he's got a GPM talent kicking in too.
I just want to see. I want to see Caps push and Gabby do the same play again. Just buy the refresher, refresh, sell it, make sure that he has buyback gold. It could happen if the push comes in soon.
It definitely could happen.
He could do it. Well, obviously he's got shrimp. We could be available now. But
Sure, but if he does have it anyway. I mean, it's a good item. It's like one of the best items.
sure,
that's been anyway,
of course,
at the end
he
of the game.
wants to have it anyway. Obviously, just in that situation, he was unable to keep it because he did want to make sure he had it.
They've got the 4 Centaur Coursers, so everybody's sitting up at that, like, 50% magic resist, percent for some.
Focus once again.
Percent for magic resist for Chen, and 50 magic resist, 5%.
Yeah.
When they're next to the clock. They all have different magic resist.
That is because Dota 2. And because they have different amounts of strength.
That is true.
I'm smart, okay? I'm smart. Thank you. Go around the pit.
Like, it's only one off. Like, just...
Yes, yeah, that little amount of strength does. There's a little bit of a difference.
I guess the most surprising thing was like how low strength Sven has.
Sure, when he hasn't got God Strength.
Right?
When he's got, dude, you gotta watch his magic resist when he pops the God
yeah,
Strength.
for sure.
It will go up to 56. How much would it go up?
If he's next to the Forsters, Go2 is still even on the win probability.
It is it?
Yep.
It is.
49 to 51, back and forth all over the place.
I'm a little surprised there. It's not so. I guess because they have lost quite a fair bit of the base.
Yep.
It still feels pretty confident having it 50-50, but the way that TNC's having the last few fights, I think it's a little scary for Chaos.
Yeah, it does seem to start to be like that as they're starting to poke here in the pit, and it's a refresher shard on the Eagle shard. 1,007. He has combat, and he actually has the surplus for that refresh. Scout some stuff. Rallying around those Chen creeps. Because Vlad's solid. He also has, yeah, he has that blood. Look, they're hitting very hard, very fast.
It's the smoke. You can see they're gonna have on Chaos that without Faded. I guess Faded's got the 25, so he can very easily get over movement speed during Shikuchi. It is TNC won't find them. They'll be able to get a D-ward done. It's going to give up movements. And TNC are actually going to head to the pit. They get another DD room for Gabby.
TNC's also carrying 2 gems, which is pretty interesting because they're playing versus both the Bounty Hunter and the Weaver. It makes sense. They're just having the coverage of the fights across the board for them.
TNC.
Make sure they
wrap
the
around Cuckoo. He's in. He's going to jump straight away forward for the BKB into the lasso. He's got the grab. Damage to Misery. Misery's dead. They'll look towards Faded. Faded gets the time. Naps out. He's back up the full. Supernova being used, but TNC, they're able to easily walk away from it.
It's not in a good spot this time around.
They kite it out. The only thing to result from that fight is dead Misery. Chaos now down a member around this Roshan time.
After God's Strength, it was used, and the BKB as well, but you see Gabby does have that refresher. Okay, he gave the refresher, his refresher orb to hide it to Tim's. This guy is really going next level right now. And then he's like, yo, Tim's,
they won't expect it.
All right, thanks, Tim's. Now I got my refresher back.
He was delivering.
He was trying to, no, he was hiding it. He had it in his backpack, and then he gave it to Tim's. Now he's putting it back. Already putting forward in the pit. They will see the, if they identify, if they see with the bugs, the refresher is there, they're going to be aware that Gabby is going to build a refresh and look at that. If he chooses to do so.
If he needs to, because he's still got, can maybe wait out the 50 seconds. He knows that they're probably not going to try and fight before Misery's back.
Yeah, he's trying to hold on to it as long as possible.
Needs to be done to win the game in Bo2.
I thought maybe he had like misclicked, like trying to swap it in, but no, he like clearly
He's dead, no buyback!
Oh my, that's like the
Cuckoo!
That was the best target he could put. Kenzo committed his gold. He bought the refresher.
Hey, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He has the buyback.
He's not got the buyback.
He is the most important hero on the team on the side of Chaos.
Oh, no. He's dead. He's dead. Roshan is also going to be dead. TNC, take the Aegis. Take the cheese, and what was it? Was it a refresher or an axe?
It was a refresher.
It was a refresher.
They have it on the Batrider for now, but they can definitely look to move it around, depending on the situations. This gets caught. The best possible target for Cuckoo to find, and he does get it.
Cuckoo just... Did he go in blind as well? He must have done that. Cuckoo.
Like it, yeah.
Cuckoo just going in blind. I mean, this is the Cuckoo bat that we've seen time and time again.
When he has the BKB, he feels so much safer, right? And he had the BKB in the last 2 fights, so he can easily just jump in. Yeah,
nothing to stop that sort of play. Cuckoo did it in game 2 against Secret, getting these lassos to secure them the victory, and he's doing it again here in this series against Chaos.
Yeah, Gabby now with the Moon Shard. He actually is going to keep the Moon Shard. He's going to backpack the Echo Saber for the time being, and he's actually selling the Echo Saber. So he's like, all right, Moon Shard's just better. Now I have much more attack speed.
True. That's true. It is.
Yep.
That's a lot of attacks, but
It's 40.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
good. Some of the neutrals now. More comfortable in this spot. Just back out on the map. They've got everyone back in the game.
They're way over as well with their gem.
Dire's top
Buyback.
shrine
Matumba
has
Man,
fallen.
Misery, as well as Kezu do not have buyback. Everybody else in the game has buyback available.
Yeah, everyone on TNC is good to go.
Up on these high grounds. But man will split push. He also has a moon shard of his own on the bear. The line is drawn. He's gonna. I think he's probably saying, "I'm gonna push bottom, and I have blue to travel. I can join you."
Here, Gabby running through the items that he wants to buy. Did skeet up? Now he's thinking butterfly.
Dire's top tower
That's
is under
understandable because he
attack.
has a refresher. Butterfly understandable.
Jump over.
Finds Cuckoo.
There we go.
He's got the BKB. The hand of God from AU. He forces out. That's an Echo Slam. No kill. No kill for Chaos. Another little step. Jumping for Gabby. BKB down. Touch. Dodge the stun. Gabby's committing. They've got the kill. Faded is just straight up dead. As Gabby cuts him down. The egg hits nobody.
The DD plus, I think a melt bash stopped
Yeah,
it, right?
the Mel Bash got him. And it also got Misery.
Oh my.
Cuckoo's even fishing for more. As he jumps in, chases down Chaos. He's got his eyes on Milan. Sidesteps the Fisher. Lasso is out. Gabby's going to get another one out of this as Chaos lose 3. TNC are playing this half of the game to perfection as Chaos, they came relatively close to having what looked to be a win. But at this point,
Milan
it seems almost all over for Chaos.
He went for Cuckoo the jump back there, but his cores weren't actually didn't have the damage really too much. A little bit of overzealous jump there by him as he lose quite a lot there.
They're going to lose the racks in potentially as Gabby just pops the God Strength. Fortification will end.
Kezu was forced to use it for pressure as well to just escape in that moment. So he has used it. He has his egg available here for this one. TNC pushing this down. They caught their refresher as well. Yeah, Gabby looking to clean up these 2 racks pretty easy with this team. Yeah, it's gonna respond to Bear. Gets annihilated.
Trying with the Fisher onto Tim's. Dive for Kez. They're slowing down Armel and Gabby. Armel and Gabby on the retreat are forced to get Armel back to safety over the Fisher. They'll get out of there. TNC able to retreat and back off. Armel turns Mel Bash onto the bear. Here's nice. It is. Cuckoo's going to jump in. He lands on the bear. He's grabbed the bear and knocked him down. The bear is dead. Matu without the bear. Chaos. Faders come in. He stuns. And that's back to safety, but 30k lead now for TNC. The base of Chaos starting to get pulled apart.
They're really not having too much damage anymore. It's just everybody on this side of TNC is just crazy tanking. They're also dishing out an absurd amount of damage inside of the fights too.
Look at the dollar that these lads have.
Yeah, everybody is super rich.
11,000 gold on TA, Armel.
I mean, he has things he can buy. He's still getting the moon shard. Yep.
Maybe we'll finally see the Aghanims TA.
One of the other streams there was an
There wasn't. Oh, wow.
I don't know if
it.
he even used it actually, but he did have it. 12,000 gold. Gabby also been passed over now. The refresher shard, his refresher orb was on cooldown, and he's gonna get brought to bottom. So he's gonna have double God Strength, double BKB. Again, any bears are available.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
71 has just been summoned. This will get reclaimed.
Dire's bottom barracks is fallen.
Now he's eating them.
Blessings.
He can still get an Aghanims for himself too.
Indeed.
Good actually with EA.
Yeah.
They back up, pick 4 bounty runes, and roll their lead now.
Haste.
Chaos. Brick roll, and it's just getting.
36K
It just seems like it seems so hard now.
Oh, it does. It does. This is a situation that Chaos have been in before here in the group stage, and one that they've struggled to ever really turn around. It's TNC looking again to show us why this team is one that you cannot take your eye off.
They do take this one, which is looking like they will. They better turn enormous hog to Gabby. Definitely put the team on his back for this one. The rest of them, sure, they've gotten a couple pickups, but he's definitely had the big standouts.
Yeah, had some great individual plays, but yeah, overall, Gabby's just been the driving force. And some unfortunate tips.
Has the protection for himself. Go Septic plus a Lotus.
Made it. Bash off the Gabby.
Bear.
We're jumping off the bear, but the Malbash is what a bear. It's getting beaten down. The bear is dead.
Gotta resummon.
Tim's being focused now. BT faded, popping the BKB to try and commit before this Ogre kill. They'll get it. They will find BT faded. Armel going for the TP out. And he'll make it with that BKB. Nothing to cancel it in time.
Dire's middle tower
We'll get
is
that too
under
close enough
attack.
to allow the bear to hit and try for a bash. Decide. Push TNC back. We'll get them away from their half of the map for now.
Force that resummoning again, though, every single time. So when Tim's does respawn, they will.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, gold over that Moonshard.
Are they going to smoke out here on the side of Chaos? I think they should. I think they should look for some type of play here while Tim's is dead. Welcome for the scouts of this gem, though.
They see him. Let's commit. Armel's in.
Hex! Hex!
Oh no!
Is he gonna go down? He is!
He's dead! The Hex play catches him off guard. And with the drag back of his lasso, they'll find Bo2 too.
Oh my god. What was it? That's AU with the Hex, right? And with the high
AU.
ground, with that 200 cast range talent on the Chen level 10, he gets that far Hex. Kezu not expecting that one from the high ground there. Instantly grabbing him.
Can't escape
Oh
your
my god.
sins.
And now 75 seconds, no bear.
See it
Look at
again. I
this.
mean,
This-
just look at the range.
Watch the
like,
chat.
where does that Hex come from?
Whoop. Immediately catches him. And the throws the pendants on him for the faster attack speed.
An
for his
absolute
teammates.
Marloff. And the tip as well. May
Yeah, of course. There's no way you're like, wait, Chen has a Hex. Oh my god, Chen just hexed me. Armel.
They are looking for Armel.
Not getting caught by the stun. It's a long one too. Because it is the bottom of the
They have the damage to kill. It's going to be forced to save. It's going to number over Armel to the top with the BKB. Kenju's second die. Kenju's dead. The egg's taken out. The egg goes. The Lord! It's a big one. Is it enough though? It's not.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It gets Armel, but Armel buys back. And there's freedom on Chaos. A big echo, but an egg go a little too late from the manners. This game is over. The GG is called, and TNC take game one against Chaos.
It was a beautiful echo, but yeah.
It didn't.
Chen,
It was
underhanded God.
far too late.
Yeah,
It was. I mean, it was the only.
there wasn't any
Yeah,
follow-up.
we saw.
It still was exciting, but there was no follow-up there at the end. Lone Druid's still dead. Kezu had gotten finished off by the two, focusing him with that BKB.
TNC once again looking terrifying. A game in which Chaos they really did sort of crush the opening. They were
did.
really solid. They had a really good read. Had some really good moves with the support rotations of Misery and Milan, but it didn't stay together long enough to get themselves the win. They got what sort of the full set of racks top. They're able to get half of the racks mid, and then it all started to turn around. Gabby with those mid-game fights.
Gabby's so clutch.
Finding the right times, right angles to get in with the jumps. There was no chance for Chaos to come back after that.
Yeah.
They could never get this team fight together. They could never get this slam supernova down. It just never happened, really.
No, it really did. I mean, it was really just a lot of the focus fire coming out from Gabby, right? He just had to put a target on Milan's back and just kept going from it every single one of the fights. And Matumba as well. He was trying to protect himself, but the bear at some point versus the sheer amount of physical damage, it just dies.
Obviously, just out with the damage numbers here. Gabby, 62,000 hero damage in that game. Armel the closest at 39k, but just to show you how far ahead Gabby was in terms of just